Hey Glue Troopers, Max and Max's Models here. I have to dash, so I don't have time to put the usual polish. Here's what happened on the NX01 Enterprise today. I bored out the bottom, and I did have a piece of brass tubing that actually was the right size. I bored out the mating unit and the saucer section and the bottom of the stand, and I cut the brass rod in my little miter box. And long story short, I was able to get it to fit okay, got the cables through fine. So that was step one out of the way. And the next, I did lose the articulating head, but that's no big deal. I wasn't really going to use it. So then I got to work on the saucer section and getting everything working, which it was, and then getting it all packed in there, which turned out there were a lot of more little parts I had to put on around the periphery before I could mate it. And unfortunately, you have to remove some of the styrene from these side parts to get the make room for the lights, because this is not designed to be a lighted kit. And the problem I ran into was I did manage to get everything fitted, but some of the lines going out to the engine nacelle to the Broussard collectors, which have to make that big U-turn, go down that boom up the pylon and then out forward to the tip of the Broussard collector on the nacelle. So on the left side, the port side, the wires were sticking out, they kept popping out, and I was having trouble getting it to seal because it's such a tight fit, and there's so many little places that the stuff can just get in the way, particularly in the booms, and I was just having a hard time getting it to seal. And I finally got those cables tucked in there, but then that when I gave them the last tuck, it popped the nacelle off. So when I put it back on, I realized the cables had gotten out of place in the nacelle and gave it not much of a tug, and it broke the port side nacelle, snapped off the Broussard collector lights, the two wires. So I went ahead and tested what I've got. So you've got everything here except the port nacelle, and everything's working. That's great. But tomorrow I go through the very tedious process of probably adding a little bit of line to the Broussard collector and remating it and get it back in there and put it back together. I had to take it apart, of course. So, today it was 3 steps forward, 2 steps back. So I'm taking that as a win. All right, that's all I got for now. I got to run. Live stream tomorrow night, 7 p.m. East Coast time, Standard Time. We'll talk to you guys later. As always, model on.